Now to the men's bronze medal match. The 2009 world champions Brink-Reckermann of Germany are taking on the Latvians Plavins-Smedins. Julius Brink and Jonas Reckermann of Germany were blocked to death by Allison in the semi-final last night. Allison and Emanuel through to the final, 21-15, 21-15. Reckermann described it as a kick in the teeth, but they have one thing on their mind today, and that is to come away from the Rome World Championships with a medal. Excellent weather again today. We will have an all-Brazilian final because Marcio Araujo and Ricardo beat Martin Plavins and Plavins-Smedins of Latvia 22-20, 21-16. Had that first set gone Plavins-Smedins' way, things might well have been different. As it is, well, just reaching the last 8 was already the best ever Latvian performance at a World Championships. The left-handed Smedins and his partner Plavins can be proud of themselves, but will they get a medal against the 2009 world champion? Still no men's pairing has ever successfully defended their world title. Reckermann said that the semi-final was probably their worst game of the championships. They just didn't turn up, but they have to play better in the bronze medal match. And that it is all about getting a medal at the World Championships. These two sides have met just once before, Brink-Reckermann winning in the pool stage of the European Championships last year. Brink-Reckermann ended up without a medal there. They were beaten by Latvians in the first knockout round. Plavins-Smedins went on to take bronze. Richard Cassett from New Zealand is our first referee, and our second referee, Keith Merlis of the United States of America. We'll begin our introductions with Latvia. Martin Plavins wearing one, the 2005 age group world champion with Alexander Samoilovs. 2010 European Championship bronze medalists. They beat Lario and Messer of Spain in the bronze medal match. Plavins-Smedins, the 23-year-old from Guldiga, 1m91. Smedins conceding 9 centimeters to Jonas Reckermann. Julius Brink wearing one, an excellent defender. He said that they tried everything against Allison and Emanuel. Allison just blocked brilliantly. Jonas Reckermann must play better today than he did against Allison and Emanuel, who was totally outshone by the Brazilian giant Allison. A bronze medal on the line. The Latvians described as having a varied game, an awkward team to play against by Julius Brink. who along with the Latvians has been dishing out some freebies to the crowd who are basking in the late afternoon sunshine in the Italian capital. Germany are going to serve first in this bronze medal match through Julius Brink. He had trouble with his opening serves in yesterday's semi. That one's good, it's into Smedins. Reckermann setting it for Brink. Oh, exceptional dig from Julius Brink. Now Smedins, German point. Full length, one-handed, Julius Brink. Allison had 4 blocks against them in the opening stages of the semi-final. Brazil pulled out 8-4 and Germany never recovered. Brink throwing himself around, Reckermann out of bounds. Some digs that Julius Brink is coming up with in these opening stages. Plavins to serve for the first time in this bronze medal game. Another fantastic dig by Brink, who's back on his feet. Point to Germany. Reckermann doing to Latvia what Allison did to him and Brink yesterday. Get past that.
The first time in the semi-final of the World Championships for Plavins-Smedins.
Plavins and Smedins have only played 1 medal match together. They took a silver medal in Marseille in 2010. Oh, really good from Smedins. Even Brink cannot reach that. Previous best Latvian performance at the World Championships was Samoilovs and Sorokin's 9th in Stavanger 2 years ago. Oh, and there's Plavins with the block. A rare block from Plavins, who only had 5 to his name coming into this bronze medal match. Usually you find Smedins patrolling the net. Smedins hit his last serve at nearly 80 km/h, and he's hit that one big as well. Reckermann, the hammer. Terrific standard at the start of this men's bronze medal match. $28,000 to the losing side here, 35,000 to the bronze medalists.
3-3. The score 3-3.
Just correcting a slight problem with the scoreboard. It is 3-3, not 4-3. Richard Cassett surveying affairs. Still the scoreboard is wrong, but we continue. Julius Brink. Service winner, and now it's 4-3 to the Germans. And the scoreboard's got it right now. Big screen down way below me to my left. Julius Brink to continue serving. Smedins, too much on it.
Senza Muro riesce a schiacciare bene la palla. Plavins-Smedins, 5-2 Germania.
Brink-Reckermann defeated the Olympic champions, Dalhouser and Rogers, the United States, in a superb three-setter in the last 16 here on Friday night. So quickly about the sand is Brink, and then he can come up with shots like that, rolling it down the line. The Germans pulling out into a very healthy lead now. The block from Reckermann's, but the point to Latvia. Martin Plavins, who was 9th at the Beijing Olympics when he partnered Samoilovs in that one. It's too long from Martin Plavins.
Our set is in the first set, 7-4.
Well left by Reckermann. Reckermann doesn't even bother going for that. There's no point. But there is a point for Latvia. 5-7 down now. Reckermann, it deflects off Plavins. Powerful spike from the big man, who's looking far more self-assured today than he did last night when they played Allison and Emmanuel. Smedins tips off the net and he gets the point. 8-6 at the side change. Smedins describes his greatest moment in beach volleyball to date as winning the 2005 European Under-20 Championships with his brother Tom's. But surely, were they to take a bronze medal here, that would surpass even that. The family connection counts for a lot, of course. But this is the World Championships. Plavins serves. Reckermann, the joust at the net, and the point for Germany. They've taken medals in the last 2 events that they have played on the World Tour. A silver, losing in the Beijing Grand Slam final to Allison and Emmanuel in 3 after winning the first set, and a bronze in Shanghai. Oh, lovely angle from Martin Plavins.
Both Latvian players are either volleyball players in Germany. 7-9.
Smedins with the big wind-up and hits it too hard, too long. 82.3 kilometers per hour. It's not the speed that counts in the end, not with those sort of shots. And no prizes for velocity. Julius Brink has a big serve on him too. Goes for a more controlled one this time. And with Smedins under the net, that gives the point to Germany. Touching the net on his way through, getting in the way. Brink into the net. Far away from hitting his partner, Jonas Reckermann, with that serve. Plavins-Smedins with a best of 5th this season in Prague, an event which Brink-Reckermann didn't play because they've been hampered by injuries this year. Reckermann had a thigh injury. Latvia close to within 2. Marvellous block by Smedins. Reckermann angling the right hand off the outside of the hand. Technical timeout. Germany 3 up. Best crowd of the week, and that's the way it should be for the final day of the championships. Reckermann and Brink have played just 1 3-setter so far. That was against Dalhouser and Rogers in the last 16. Dropped the first, won the next 2. Good spike by Smedins. Double figures for Latvia. Smedins wind up one of these left-handers. He does, and that's a good couple of meters long, 85 kilometers per hour. He wants it too much. Semi-finals can do strange things to you psychologically. Brink and Reckermann, by far the greater, big match experience. Nicely worked. Combination play between Plavins and Smedins. Julius Brink, it's blocked by Jonas Smedins. Well, there are signs that the Latvians are getting a blocking game going, and that's both players on their side. Will this evoke memories of the destruction wrought by Allison in the semi-final? Brink powering up the right hand, in for the kill. Plavins deflects off Reckermann's hands. This set getting tighter as it goes on. After the Germans had pulled out a 3-point lead in the mid-stages, Latvia trailed by a single point, 13-14. Now what will Smedins try this time? Oh, he wanted to go for safety, but found only the net. Service error after service error from Jonas Smedins. Julius Brink already has a bronze medal from the World Championships to go with the gold he won 2 years ago. The bronze was taken on home sand in Berlin in 2005, partnering Kjell Schneider. That was a tough one for Smedins to deal with it. They got away with it. Reckermann down the line, fantastic. They were scrambling here, Latvia, Plavins and Smedins. Nice set by Brink, and Reckermann leaning back, smacking it down the line. United States will be in action in the women's final, taking on Brazil. May and Walsh against Juliana and Larissa, as the Latvians have called the timeout here. They are 16-13 down. Brink-Reckermann restoring a 3-point advantage. Plavins and Smedins about to be on the receiving end of a Julius Brink serve. Smedins, excellent spike. Reckermann, a good save by Smedins. Oh, exceptional point from the Latvians. They've cut the gap from 3 to 1. That looked like a winner. And then that was the winner from Smedins. Reckermann giving the Latvians no chance this time. Reckermann deciding that he's going to serve from way out on the left-hand side. Block from Reckermann. That's going in. Martin Plavins raises his arms skywards. They were living on the edge in this point, were the Latvians. Wrong footing, big Jonas Reckermann cushioning the ball, and just a single point separating Latvia and Germany. Smedins for security with the serve. Reckermann. Oh, what a dig by Plavins there. But Reckermann this time through the defences of Smedins. Thrilling stuff, and the crowd are really warming to this. Uncharacteristic error there from Jonas Reckermann. He had so much time to plant that one down onto the sand and struck it out. So it's 18-17 at the change of ends. Can you believe that? A shot from a world champion.
In case of long, Plavins.
A bit hot for that. Reckermann, no mistake this time. Smedins, nice angle that he found for 18-19. Brink, it's blocked by Plavins and it's good. 19 all. The Latvians are pumped up. Brink repelled. Martin Plavins take a bow. Reckermann, and that's set point Germany. Controlled roll shot over Plavins. Well, Latvia lost a tight first set against Marcio Araujo and Ricardo. It was 22-20 in the first. Germany trying to make this 21-19, but we're going to 20 all. Second set point to Germany. Brink had help from the net. Smedins got in Plavins' way in truth. Then Plavins saw it late. And they've both gone for the same ball, just about getting away with it. Block from Reckermann to win the set. Monster block, 22-20. Germany take the first set in this bronze medal match. Smedins foundering on the wall that is the 2009 world champion, Jonas Reckermann. The same scoreline as in the Latvian semi-final match against the Brazilians. How will they react in the second set? Martin Plavins will serve first for Latvia in the second set. They trail by 1 set to love. 22-20 to Brink-Reckermann in the first. Brink, that was struck ferociously and too hard for Plavins to make anything of. was a man determined to get his hands on a medal. Brink already has 2 from the World Championships, 1 gold, 1 bronze. Looking for another bronze here. Way out from his right hand, mind, and that's 1-1. Reckermann hits it hard. Plavins blocking out. Reckermann serves short and dashes into the net. Nice little roll shot from Plavins-Smedins. The Germans leave it, and they were right to do so. Plavins' service error.
Winners of the Bronzematch 2009. 3-2. Julius Brink.
Smedins, excellent spike. Rising high, getting up and over the ball, and smacking it down. Now you'll see that the tactics are different from the Latvians and different to what they've been employing in previous games. Smedins is quite happy to let Plavins stay up at the net, unlike when Reckermann is serving for the Germans. Sadly, for Latvia, that's 2 serves out in a row, 1 from each partner. 4-3, Germany at the side change, exactly the way it was at the equivalent point in set number 1. Plavins, nicely played. Good set by Smedins. Brink got his body around it. Wasn't the best of sets.
The ball touches net first, therefore point for Germany.
Another point for Germany.
Brink-Reckermann 2009 World Champions in the upper hand.
2 successive touches as the ball hit the net. Reckermann's having a little chat to Richard Cassett of New Zealand, the first referee. We're good to go now. Brink to serve, Germany 5-4 up. Oh, how about that from Reckermann? Not sure he knew too much about it. Oh, superb cross court from Martin Plavins. Nice touch from the Latvian. Now Smedins can't afford another service error. And, no sooner do I say that than he produces one. Smedins! Well, Plavins will forgive him for the service error as long as he keeps spiking like that.
Both Latvian players, both as indoor volleyball players, both of them in Germany. 6-all.
This serve is good, an ace for Martin Plavins. Couldn't have been better. Dug out by Plavins, set from Smedins. Now Plavins. Plavins has hit a purple patch. 7-6, Latvia ahead. Make that 8-6, I reckon, as we're into the side change. The scoreboard touch slow in keeping up. Confirmation, it is 8-6. Plavins. Good block there from Smedins. And again! What a run of points from Latvia. Reckermann shell shot. Both these Latvians know Germany well. As well as being beach volleyball players, they play indoor in Germany. Oh, have a look at that. Marvellous stuff from Latvia. Agility, determination and skill combining to thwart the Germans. Dig from Smedins. Into the net there from Germany, who have called the timeout. Really good response from the Latvians to going a set down and trailing in the early stages of set 2. Brink-Reckermann know that these sort of deficits can be overcome. In their last 16 tie with Delhauser and Rogers of the United States, all 3 sets in that match went to the team who were 4 or 5 points behind at certain stages of the sets. So Latvia ahead 10-6. Oh, marvellous. That is stunning from both Plavins and Smedins. Great dig, and then the confidence to try this. Left-handed. Back over his head, impossible to stop. They have taken 8 of the last 10 points of Plavins and Smedins. Well, there's one for Germany. The ball was touched. Both Latvians go for it. Set by Plavins for Smedins. No touch there, and it's out. So Germany have got a couple back. Well, this is a fiercely contested bronze medal match in a way that the women's bronze medal game wasn't. Went to Zhu and Jiang Ji of China very easily against the Czechs. Brink into the net, so that's 12-8. Smedins does follow in his serve on this occasion. Plavins can't take it out. 12-9 Latvia at the technical timeout. Germany one set up, but down in set two. 12-9, the Latvians lead. It'll be Brink-Reckermann to serve. 32-year-old, Cologne-based player. 2 meters tall. Reckermann using his height. Plavins using his skill. What a set this man is having. These Latvians have already made history. No Latvian had ever made the quarterfinals before. Here they are in a bronze medal match, having a good account of themselves. Germany 5 down now. Brink pulls one back.
After 3 consecutive points for the Latvians. 10-14, Julius.
Plavins, the roll shot, evading the dive from Brink. Gladiatorial combat in Rome. Spit it out eventually. Smedins following this one in. Changed tactics, the Latvians. Nice play from Julius Brink. Reckermann is chasing this. Goes at it with his foot. Well, is he trying to impress Joachim Löw? Michael Ballack's retired from the German football team. Maybe Reckermann fancies himself. Plavins, beautifully played. 17-11 and the side change. I have a feeling that these fans are going to be treated to a third set here. 6 is a lot to make up. It's good from Brink, who is relieved. Brink-Reckermann has come through the tougher half of the draw. Brink, powerful spike. The Germans beginning to get moving again. Athleticism of Julius Brink. Jump serve from well behind the line. That's out from Plavins. A trio of points for Germany since the change of ends. Brink into the net, and Latvia require only 3 more now. The European bronze medalist still in the hunt for a bronze medal here at the Worlds. Oh, it's out from Smedins. It was good. 19-15. Landing right under the eyes of first referee Richard Cassett. Brink trying to say otherwise. Julius Brink, that one is definitely on the line, and so it's 20-15. Sorry, 19-16 I should say. Brink-Reckermann down by 3. Testing serve by Julius Brink. Here's Plavins. Set by Brink for Reckermann, who is forced wide and uses that to his advantage, working the angle to pull back to within 2. Naturally enough, Brink-Reckermann would prefer to complete the job in 2 sets. Timeout for Latvia now. Germany have taken 6 of the last 8 points. Brink said, just 1 goal in mind today, that's to win a medal against the awkward Latvians, as he dubbed them, and they have proved awkward to play against in both sets. Latvians don't have a stereotyped game the way as some of the pairings that we've seen this week do. They've shown an ability to mix it up and a willingness to. Sometimes Smedins going in behind his serve, sometimes Plavins staying up at the net. Plavins into the net. Hips off the net. Plavins copes with it. Plavins, 2-set points Latvia. Plavins keeping his cool in the extreme heat in Rome. The only people who don't want a third set here are Brink-Reckermann. Smedins serves. Dug out by Brink. He latches onto Reckermann's set. Plavins for the set. Brink, heroic defense. Plavins again. More great defending from Brink. It's wide from Brink in the end. 21-18. And we are going to the tiebreaker. That was some point to finish off the second set. Julius Brink prominent in it, but playing it wide. Joy unconfined for Latvia. 22-20, they dropped the first. 21-18, they have claimed the second. The rhythm in that second set was Latvian. They were 17-11 up at one point. Germany came back into it, but Latvia, Plavins and Smedins completing the job for 21-18. And so here we are in the tiebreaker, the bronze medal at stake, first to 15. Julius Brink with the first point. Brink-Reckermann with just one 3-setter so far on their way through the tournament. That was the last 16 game against Dalhouser and Rogers. 18-16 it was in the third set there. Smedins, clever stuff. Feinted to go one way, went the other. There was enough space to Reckermann's right-hand side for that to work. Powerful spike from Julius Brink for 2-1. The Latvians have been involved in just one 3-setter as well. That was also in the last 16 against Jonathan Erdmann and Kay Matisik of Germany. It was 19-17 in the third set there. Plavins leaning backwards, but came up with the shot. Reckermann with no answer. The next point will be the last before the first side change. Those side changes coming every 5 points in the tiebreaker. Reckermann sets for Brink, blocked by Smedins. Point for Germany, 3-2, they lead at the change of ends. Neutrals in the crowd here, a a lot of backing for the underdogs. More Germans than Latvians in the stadium. On their Twitter account, Plavins-Smedins, saying that our army of fans has declined to a minimum, and they were encouraging people to watch it on TV or on the internet. They'll be proud of their boys, their fans watching at home. (4-2) Germany. Brink cleaning up the sunglasses. At that point again showcasing his sterling defensive qualities.
And world champion in 2009, along with Brink-Reckermann 4-2.
Latvia mustn't let their heads drop. They just have to get back to playing the way they were in the middle stages of set 2.
Yellow card shown by delay to Germany.
Yellow card shown by Richard Cassett. Brink really whacked that. Smedins has got to it. Plavins helps it over. Crowd loving it. Brink with feeling and for 5-2. All of Smedins' efforts there going unrewarded. Chasing away, almost colliding with the advertising hoardings. And Latvia, unsurprisingly, have called a timeout there to try to cut off the Germans' rhythm. Latvia down 5-2 in the decider. Brink breathing very hard there, you can see. Set up by Smedins for Plavins. Smedins' serving has been inconsistent all match long. Needs one of his better efforts. The block from Smedins, who followed his serve up to the net. Brink thwarted. They have won both points, the Latvians, off the back of the timeout they called. This time, Smedins can't get the block back over. The point for Brink-Reckermann, and 6-4 to Germany. Really skillful from Plavins. Germany extricate themselves initially. The point prolonged. Good rally. And Reckermann spiking hard. It bounces off Plavins, and it's 7-4 Germany in the box seat. Incredible dig. Julius Brink's defensive qualities. And then Jonas Reckermann turning on the power. Just got to smile about those sort of things. Smedins into the corner. Buried that. Brink with the roll shot for 8-5. Off the net and wide from the left hand of Smedins. Things are looking down for Latvia now. 4 points, the German advantage. Smedins, very well played. 9-6 at the side change. An agile lead, getting high off the sand. Reckermann crushing it. Even Brink could not deal with that one from Smedins. Good angle cross court. Julius Brink rolls it, dug out by Plavins. Can't reach that. Germany 4 points away from the bronze medal. Brink shot hitting Smedins on its way through, making life impossible for Martin Plavins.
Serving for Germany with the number 1, 2009 world champion, Julius Brink.
Smedins beats the block of Reckermann. There's still hope left for Latvia. Nicely worked between Reckermann and Brink. Reckermann put a bit more on that so that Brink would have the angle to force it in on the inside of Smedins, who got his hands to it. That's good from Plavins. 3 points, the difference. final set these sides will play in these championships. The bronze medal up for grabs. Super serve. Great get by Reckermann. Brink's all alone. Reckermann back in play now. Smedins down the middle, bisecting the Germans. Latvia into double figures. The race is well and truly on for this bronze medal. I said earlier in commentary, 1-3 setter apiece so far in these championships, and in neither case was it completed in regulation time with a score of 15. That's Germany on to 13. Julius Brink's serve is long. Germany need just 2. Latvia, a run of 4 straight points would get them the bronze. Julius Brink sets up match points for Germany. That spike making it 14-11 to Brink-Reckermann. Reckermann serves to Plavins. Plavins with the angle. Brink's dig. Brink back on his feet and down the middle between the Latvians, and the bronze medal goes to Germany. Brink-Reckermann, the 2009 world champions, have salvaged a bronze from their campaign in Rome. A magnificent match. A shame there could be only one winner. 15-11 in the decider. Brink-Reckermann claim it. Fitting that a Brink dig was involved on the final point. Marvellous defence from Brink throughout this campaign. Bronze to Brink-Reckermann, add to their gold 2 years ago in Stavanger. That makes up, to some extent, the disappointment of losing to Allison and Emmanuel in the semi-finals last night in what they described as their worst performance of the tournament. Plavins and Smedins with Latvia's best ever World Championships performance. They finished 4th. The way they played here, you'd fancy them to be back. 22-20, 18-21, 15-11, the final score. Brink-Reckermann will be on the medal podium later. Well, that's it from me, David Crossan. I leave you with scenes of German joy. There's still the men's final to come, an all-Brazilian affair. Marcio Araujo and Ricardo against Allison and Emmanuel.